KwaZulu Natal Premier Thami Ntuli is visiting the oThongathi community on the north of Durban this morning to assess progress on recovery and relief efforts.
Yeah, the area is one of 6 districts that were hardest hit by recent inclement weather that thwarted the province, with damages estimated to be at just over R1 billion. Newzroom Africa's Ntando Mnyandu is following the story. He joins us now live. Ntando, good morning to you. So the Premier, is he hitting the ground running this morning?
Good morning to you, Naledi, and good morning to our viewers at home. Well, it's not only the Premier of KwaZulu Natal that is hitting the ground running here in most parts of KwaZulu Natal, but also, some NGOs and some aid groups from the community and from around KwaZulu Natal. You would know that oThongathi area was the hardest hit with the recent tornado that wreaked havoc in the area, leading, to a trail of destruction. We're talking about roads, infrastructure, electricity. We are also talking about schools. So there are a lot of displaced people. So the province of KwaZulu Natal has called on aid groups and non-governmental organizations and businesses to come and join the fort in making sure that they assist in rebuilding these communities that were ravaged by inclement weather. And one of those people who are good Samaritan is Abed.
Right, yeah, struggling with that connection there too, Ntando Mnyandu, but we'll certainly keep you updated on what he's up to. Okay, let's see. It looks like he's back, Ntando.
Ensuring that people's life are brought back to normal.
Good morning to you and your viewers. And as you rightfully said, that the NGO sector, government, and all community organizations have to be involved in this situation. If we go back 2 weeks ago and you came into the areas where this devastation has taken place, there was a thing of no hope. What do we do? And when we got onto the ground as the Ali Imdad Foundation with many other NGOs, we didn't even know where to start. But thank God that the NGO sector, disaster management, and the provincial government, and we all put our heads together and we sat down and say, where do we start from? What is the need on the ground? What is the assessment? And we are very grateful to disaster management of eThekwini also, who did the assessments needs. And we did emergency relief. And in emergency relief, the profiling of the community, profiling of the homes, etc., etc. Now, as we talk, and we are here today to engage with our Honorable Premier and, of course, the MEC, is to understand now to move forward the next phase, is to start building the homes of this community, to start helping them out. But it must be done in a constructed, in an organized and a structured way, because we don't want, again, duplication and not people. Our experience at Ali Imdad Foundation, we had tornadoes in Vicksburg, etc., etc. And it is very important that we work together with the provincial government, we work together with disaster management and community leaders of the areas where this devastation has taken place, because we need to target the different groups. You got the elderly, you got the sick, you got people with children, you got all those things. So we need to look at all that and work as a team. And I must say at this point that the NGO sector came together here in Tongaat, and I hope going forward as the Ali Imdad Foundation and all other NGOs that we work as a team and we use the same template that we used here in Tongaat, and we go throughout the province and beyond our province, hopefully.
Thank you very much, Abed.
Thank you very much, sir.
Well, that is Abed Karim from Ali Imdad Foundation. But what also has been topical in these efforts to try and bring back to normalcy the situation is the issue of rebuilding communities in a manner that will be resilient to inclement weather. And there is none other to talk to that but the MEC for Public Works and Infrastructure, Mr. Martin Meyer. Mr. Meyer, how do we ensure that as we rebuild these communities that get ravaged by inclement weather? You're talking about a huge destruction on infrastructure. How do we ensure that as we rebuild, we are doing it in a climate change friendly manner?
Yeah, it's absolutely important. We've gone through a time that we just build as is, so we just replace exactly what was destroyed. We can't go through that anymore. KwaZulu Natal is one of the provinces the heaviest hit by climate change. We have to now start being a lot more adaptable and adjustable to this circumstances. So I've already asked the research team within our department to start doing a lot of research on climate change resistant architecture, infrastructure, and also we're going to have to look where we place our suburbs, where we place our housing development and all of that, because it's it's just not going to be able to do business as usual. There's a lot of work being done all over the world, and it's time for us to reach out to people across the world and say, how have you built yourself to be much more resilient to climate change? And we have to start doing the same here in KwaZulu Natal.
Obviously, you are hitting the ground running as the new MEC for Public Works and Infrastructure, thanks to the government of provincial unity, which is influenced by the government of national unity. The talks are still ongoing nationally. Are you worried that should the talks, fall, that might have a bearing not only on your position, but also the formation of government of provincial unity?
I'm very confident that the people in the national government, from my own party and from the other various parties, have got the best interests of South Africa at heart, just like we have the best interests of the people of KwaZulu Natal at heart. And we just do every day as we can. I work, continue to work until instructed otherwise, but I have no fear or anything else. I know that the people are doing what's best for South Africa at the end of the day.
Thank you very much, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you. Thanks so much.
Well, that is Martin Mayor, the MEC for Public Works and Infrastructure in the province of KwaZulu Natal. Well, in this hall, we're expecting community members to come and listen to the Premier as he outlines, the efforts that have been made thus far in trying to rebuild the communities that were ravaged by inclement weather, storms and tornadoes here in the province of KwaZulu Natal. With that, it's back to you for now, Naledi.
Thank you so much for that update. Ntando Mnyandu speaking to us there from oThongathi in KwaZulu Natal.